All right, welcome back to Holtville High School. Todd Morris with you here on the Bulldog Radio Network, and we sit down with UMS-Wright head football coach Terry Curtis for the playoff edition of our pregame interview. And Coach, we enter the playoffs with a 6-4 regular season record, but we're going to put all that behind us now because we kind of really just turn the page and we get ready for the playoffs. And everybody's 0-0 now. No, your goal is to go 1-0 every week. Is that kind of how you're approaching it with the kids?
Well, it is. I mean, now everybody's got the same. I'm sure every coach from Holtville to Birmingham to everywhere else is saying, hey, don't worry about what your record was. Everybody's 0-0 now, so everybody's starting fresh, and you play, you win, you lose, you go home.
Yep.
And I'm sure that's being told throughout the state, all this week as we prepare for tonight's game.
And I think there's a little different feel, at least the way I look at it, coming into this postseason compared to the last couple. We really don't have that added pressure of being undefeated. And I know people didn't want to talk about it, but you really didn't want to mention that the last couple of years. Now we don't have to worry about that. We just go play and worry about winning this ball game.
Well, it is. It's way more worried about winning by being more consistent, by doing things better than what we've been doing. And it's like, Todd, the season's been like a training session or a preparation season, just getting people in the right positions because you didn't have the spring trainings. You didn't have the summer 7-on-7. So, you've been working all year, moving people, getting people, trying to get people in the right position, seeing who wanted to play, who didn't want to play. And, now you think you've kind of got them where they're supposed to be, so now they got to go play. We just got to cut out and play a more clean game and keep ourselves ahead of the chains. And if we do that, we're not a bad football team.
No.
But we've not shown people that up to now.
Well, I think I've said that more than one time on the radio. Our 6-4 record does not, I think, show what kind of team we are or what the potential is that we could be. But, again, we're still 6-4. That doesn't matter now. Here we are on the road playing Holtville, a team that really just moved up to 5A just like we did. They haven't won their last two playoff appearances. They haven't won a playoff game in a while. They're kind of they finished 7-3 on the year, so their expectations are a little higher. Tell us a little bit about what you're talking about, the team about Holtville.
Well, we better be ready to play.
Yeah.
They have not had a home playoff game, the coach was telling me, I think it was since 1986. That's over 30 years since they had a home playoff game. They've been to playoffs a couple times. But to have a home game is a big deal for anybody, but especially for someone who hadn't had one in over 30 years. So they're going to be fired up. The place is going to be packed. We're in Slough out, Alabama. And, this is one of the fun things is going to these kind of towns and where football is important and playing a football game on a Friday night when the whole town's going to shut down and be there. And we better be ready to play because we're going to get their best effort.
Yeah.
And, they beat a good Sylacauga team 2 weeks ago that a lot of people didn't think they would win. But yet played at home, they were a good football team that night and beat them to get a home playoff game.
Yeah, in reading some articles leading up to the game, I've read that they feel they're pretty good defensively. And would you agree with that? That's probably their strongest point going into this ball game.
Well, they play. The two ends are really good football players.
Okay.
Number 59, I'm not good on names, but 59 and 26, both of them play both ways. They look like they love playing football, and they're just strong, tough kids who are good. So they're the key to their defense, and the rest of them run around and do pretty well. And we're going to have to find some stuff we can do, and we're going to have to get after them. And the running back on offense is their key. Number 8 is a good football player.
From our standpoint. Again, we come out of the regular season. We're pretty healthy, I think. We're getting there. We're
exactly.
Getting there.
For the ones who are coming back, we've got them all pretty much back that are going to be back for the playoffs. And the key for us, Todd, is just we've got to have these guys stand up now, and some of these guys you got to make plays. Whether you're the quarterback, you're the wide receiver, you're the running back, you're a defensive lineman, whatever, you got to make plays.
Yep.
And if we make plays, we're going to be okay. And we've always seemed to find a way to make them. So hopefully we'll do that tonight.
So on the road, first round playoff game for us, kind of a change.
Long time. Long time.
Kind of a change for us. How are you approaching it? Any different?
Well, you worry about the first playoff game because usually it has been in the past like a 1 play and a 4. Everybody, your fans expect you to win. The school expects you to win. Coaches expect you to win. So you always worry about that game. But now you're playing a guy who was rated in their region higher than you were. So
Yep.
you know you're getting a pretty good football team in the first round. So you better be ready to play because when 2 and 3s play, it's not usually much different.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Coach. Well, this always seems to be way too short every week, but thanks for sitting down with us for the pregame show, and hopefully we're doing this again next week.
Well, hey, you play, you win, and you play.
Yep.
If you lose, you go home.
That's right.
So,
That's all right. Well, good luck
no
tonight.
more practice.
Yeah. Thank you, Coach. Appreciate it. All right, UMS-Wright looking to win their 10th straight first-round playoff game here tonight in Holtville. So let's take a break. We'll be back with the opening kickoff in just a minute. You're listening to the Bulldog Radio Network here on Sports Talk 99.5 Mobile and iHeart Radio Station.